What's good, everybody? It's your boy Billboard Freshington, and you're tuning in to another podcast of Just My Thoughts. Today, I don't know, man. Like today, I figure I just go a little bit to the side. Normally, I try to stay on focused and pointing out injustices within society, uh, pointing out, that the so-called black people are the true Hebrews, but also like to, talk about topics that I feel like affect men and women alike. But today I want to talk about something that affects the men, ladies, and that's the overly emotional female. Now, I just want to put a disclaimer out there real quick. This is not towards anybody in particular. I've had many experiences, but it's just so happened that had an interesting conversation. This seems to be the norm nowadays. The overly emotional female, right? I get it. Females, y'all are nurturing, naturally, naturally, more in tune with the emotional side compared to how a dude is. I mean, a guy is, a male is, etc. And I do get that. So there's always going to be a degree of leniency. There's always going to be a pass for a female whenever I see, just temper tantrums to an extent. So yeah, and I don't know. Let me not say temper tantrums, but outbursts, right? These emotional outbursts, sometimes random and sporadic. So, leaving the guy confused. Also, I don't know whether or not you know a lot of guys understand because some dudes that ticks them off to the point where that could really start arguments and everything else. And I've gotten a lot better with that. I grew up with two sisters, so I understand that as a male, and growing up in a two parent household as well, seeing how my father would deal with some of these emotional you know moments with my mom. It's just helping me as far as being able to deal with my female friends, etc. Right? But I want to talk to the fam from experience real quick. You know, I don't know, man. To me personally, I genuinely feel like even though a female may have these emotions, if it goes unchecked, it could become a problem. And this is where the issue comes in. Okay? Ladies, if you don't check that emotion, right? Or if you have a thorough dude, the dude who has leadership qualities, the dude who cares about you in a relationship, and he's like, you know what, this is, stressing me out the way, your attitude is whenever, I might say something small or, I'm not sure what may tick you off, or when you come home, you know, from work, you're always stressed out. I'm gonna touch on some of these topics, but for a dude to be able to function in a relationship, ladies, you have to keep that in check. And nowadays, it's like a lot of ladies don't even want to be checked when it comes to that. Real thorough ladies, real ladies, they appreciate a dude who'll check that. All right. Now, there's only these little, um, you know, had daddy issues, females who may not be able to handle that, or sometimes there's a female who has gone through traumatic situations, and so it kind of makes it hard for her. I know a female who just had this weird outburst one day about me not having some sort of juice, or, you know what I'm saying, when she came over, and because, she had a child, at the moment we was dating or whatever, and she was like, well, I asked you to have blase, and then it just spawned into all these things about, and then she tried to nitpick and make fun of my apartment. I'm like, wait, hold on. First of all, you try to make fun of my apartment, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, her thing was, I needed, more artwork on walls, stuff like that. Like, this is frivolous, stupid stuff. And she'd even have an apartment herself. Like, stuff like that. You making fun of somebody who has their own, but you don't even have your own. And all this started over some damn juice. And so she just started spewing out all this craziness. You know what I'm saying? Had another female, she would come in from work. Coming in from work, it's my ex actually, coming from work, stressed out multiple times, got to coach it through, hey, listen, man, don't bring the problems here to, the crib, whatever's happening, you know what I'm saying? This is temporary. You just got to navigate your way through, blase, always crying and worried about money, always worried about things that, to be honest, if you have faith and you continue to work hard at what you do, you're going to attain those things, especially if you have a man who is building, right? Creating something, creating an empire, The last thing he needs is a female who's going to stress him out. It just, it doesn't really make any sense to me when I hear stories like that, and then especially going through it, because I scratch my head, and then after a while I just fall back and just like analyze the situation and hope that the other individual will come to their senses. And some females overly emotional. Why? Because they've been spoiled too. So I mean, there's a lot of different dynamics when it comes to that. But I've even seen something scripturally where it says the Most High will multiply their sorrows. So when when someone's feeling sorrowful, it's something that's giving them some sort of grief or stress, and it makes sense. So this is genetically within females, but at the same time, females, you have to keep it in check. And if you find that you're having a hard time keeping it in check, the best thing to do is to, if you're continually hearing somebody or multiple people say, you know what, man, your attitude from time to time is a little extra, your emotions are a little sporadic. There's nothing wrong with with a little criticism. But nowadays, it's all, we live in a society where you can't criticize. Everybody's, just so touchy and trying to be politically correct. So, ladies, please keep your emotions in check. No man, gotta get ghetto. No man want an overly emotional female. This is not going to happen. And I get it. Like I said, females are all emotional. And I've never met a female that's not emotional. If you dudes are in a relationship and your female's not stressing you from time to time with her emotion, or your friend, or whatever, she's probably an alien. She's not from here. She's probably shape shifting in your bed at night while y'all sleeping. You know what I'm saying? You waking up to the Simpsons one-eyed alien dudes. The episode when they was cloaking themselves to be humans running the world, you know what I'm saying, and then they unveiled themselves. She's gonna unveil herself. She's gonna be a one-eyed green alien monster with 8 tentacles. If you have a female that don't show you no emotion, does not stress you out from time to time emotionally, probably got yourself a robot doll. I don't know. But anyway, ladies, in order for the man to feel like a man and lead, gotta keep that together, all right? And there's nothing wrong with being checked. Take that check-in and build on that and just become better, all right? What do y'all think? Am I wrong? Dudes, have y'all been going through the same